Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Friday Tea. Today I'm not having tea, I'm having wine, which happens sometimes. But either way, that is not the tea. The tea is WandaVision finale today. What the fucking fuck, man? First of all, the craziness of this show, like, it has taken over, like, our entire consciousness. Over the past, 2 fucking months? I can't believe it's been 2 months. Like, Disney Plus was literally crashing because people were logging on at the same time to catch up on this shit. I have loved every single moment of watching this and hated it because it has made me cry so much. I remember, just thinking after Endgame, like, how is Marvel gonna follow this up? How are they gonna follow this up? Because the Infinity War, the Infinity Saga, and just the idea of the Infinity Gauntlet is so huge in Marvel Comics. And so I'm like, that's like so huge. How do you follow that up? And I was kind of a little worried because I felt like that's as big as you can go. But I should have had more faith. They definitely proved that no, we can go bigger. We can up the stakes. And honestly, I am so happy. I should never have doubted Marvel at all. At all. And it was definitely a personal attack on people that go through mental health shit, that go through depression, that go through grief. It addressed a lot of real shit in this show, and it's just so highly relatable, which is why I love Marvel so much and their ability to make these superhumans so relatable to us normies. Especially like in this finale, when Wanda realizes that she's hurting all of these people, that she's kind of like not on purpose mind controlling, and it kind of is kind of an allegory for like when you're grieving and and you're not coping with it well, how you can hurt other people around you, like how you can affect others, like how they can feel your grief because you just give that vibe off. That's crazy, right? It's completely crazy. It's just brought up a lot of interesting conversations of like how people deal with grief and moving on and trauma and everything. But hey, besides that, things that are to come, obviously leading into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. You should have stayed, if you watch it, you should have stayed till the very end of the episode for the after credits scene where we hear Wanda's children crying out from the void. After she presumably let them die because she had to basically take down the Hex to make everything right again and lose Vision. She lost Vision for the 3rd time, guys. That's the 3rd time that she's had to watch Vision die. 3rd time. 4th if you count the one time that he got outside the Hex earlier on in the series. But she's basically had to watch him die 3 times, and that's crazy. And she had to give up her children. That's just absolutely terrible. Just more trauma on top of trauma. But we hear her children crying out from the void. And what you guys have to understand is that it is true. Everything that Wanda creates is indeed real. And so even though their bodies, their corporeal form is not here, their souls very much might be real and in another realm. Which is where I think Multiverse of Madness is going to come in with the second Doctor Strange movie. And the interesting thing about this whole Scarlet Witch revelation of who Wanda really is and her true power really opens up just more possibilities that weren't there before, as far as like exploring different realms, reversing death, and when I say different realms, I'm talking about like Vormir shit. You get what I'm saying? You get my drift? I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to predict shit, but I'm just saying that it's possible, and it didn't seem possible before, and I'm just really excited just for that fucking possibility, just for that possibility. I want to touch on the red herrings that Marvel dropped. People are saying that it was Mephisto. Mephisto is involved in all of this. The red herrings that they dropped were like the big ass fly in Agnes' home, because Mephisto sometimes appears in the form of a fly in the comics. That wasn't fucking true. We thought there was a multiverse crossover with Evan Peters playing Pietro. That wasn't true. He just turned out to be some random motherfucker. And the cameo that they had been teasing was not even the biggest what wasn't the big thing that we were expecting. It was a scroll, and it was definitely like hinting at things to come. Captain Marvel 2, which we are really, really, really excited about. But it wasn't at all what people were expecting. And honestly, I love it. I love being surprised by Marvel so much. I have missed this. I have missed the grief. I have missed the depression that comes with watching these movies. I really, really have. Ever since Endgame. And like I said, I was so worried that they weren't going to be able to be as strong as they were before. But honestly, they're proving that there ain't nothing stopping them. Ain't nothing stopping them. And I love it so fucking much. WandaVision was such a great ride. Such a great ride. And I can't wait to rewatch it. I really, really am, with subtitles to see what I missed. So many things I missed. Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But yeah, and I've also come up with so many skit ideas just from the finale. I'm going crazy. Absolutely crazy. But hey, I am so glad that they're developing the character, a female character. I'm glad that Wanda is getting her dues. That is it's just so awesome. I'm enjoying watching her grow into whatever she's going to grow into, whether it becomes sinister or not. I am just so glad for this bad bitch, and it's amazing. I'm happy about Monica Rambeau. I'm happy that we fucking have a dark-skinned African-American woman with type 4 hair out as a Marvel superhero. That's absolutely big. I don't know if people realize just how huge that is, but for representation's sake, that is amazing. That is something to be so fucking excited about. I am so excited that so many other more little girls out there are going to be able to see themselves on screen. That's amazing. But yeah, that's wrapping up, I guess, my big thoughts on WandaVision and the WandaVision finale. It wrapped it, you know, some things were expected, some things were unexpected, some things were resolved, but some weren't. Like, White Vision is still out there. Vision is actually back. He's like back, guys. It seems like he is back. Because Hex Vision gave him back his memories. Crazy. So Vision is back. Wanda is back out there. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen with this? And her kids are out there somewhere in the void. And I think that that's going to be part of the exploration in Multiverse of Madness. I'm so excited. But yeah, so that's today's episode of the Tea of Friday Tea. Every Friday, tune in for Friday Tea with me, Nikki Marina. If there's anything that you'd like me to talk about, anything else at all, please feel free to comment, DM me, or message me on my website, nikkimarina.com. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social media, on Instagram, and definitely on TikTok, especially because that is where I live. All right? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Friday Tea, and I'll see you next week.